Hello, YouTube, and welcome to all of the new nerd fighters. There are more of you than there were last week. Today, we are going to do something that is part of an ongoing series that I have been doing on my video throughout all of 2017, and that video series is called Untapped Inkwell's Self-Care Survival Guide, and it is, as the title perhaps suggests, about self-care and surviving. So every video in this series has a self-care tip or trick, something that's designed to help you in your own self-care journeys and to force me to think about them in my own way. So today's self-care tip is to do the scary thing anyway. And this is a technique or a trick that you guys can use when you're trying to change a behavior or face a phobia or something along those lines. For me today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself and my channel, which is a thing that I actually do not enjoy doing even a little bit. But we're doing the scary thing anyway because the entire point of the Self-Care Survival Guide is to encourage everyone, including me, to take a little bit better care of themselves. So, a little bit about Untapped Inkwell, or just me. It's just me. There's not anyone else. My pronouns are she and her, and I have no problem whatsoever if you use they and them. I'm actually really flattered when people don't gender me before they ask, and that's way cool. I have been a nerd fighter since 2010 when my young adult literature professor showed John Green's I Am Not a Pornographer video to introduce his novel, Looking for Alaska. I kind of sort of fell in love with the way that John speaks in his videos, and I was really excited to read Looking for Alaska because usually when someone is that eloquent when they are speaking on camera, they are going to be that eloquent or at least close when they are writing. And of course, John is great at all of it. So yeah, I found out that there was more of him on the internet, and I've been here ever since. As for my main fandoms or interests or things that I really love, I am super into Sailor Moon and Disney Princess and Harry Potter, obviously. Who isn't? And of course, Nerdfighteria is my home. So that's a little bit about me. I also really, really love representation in media, especially female representation in media and representation of characters who are not straight. And so those are things that are also relevant to my interests. Now, about the channel here where you are viewing. I have 4 video series that I do on my channel. Some of them are completed, some of them are not. 3 of the 4 of them are scripted content because I like to have a respectable amount of scripted versus unscripted content. That way there are closed caption options for people. If you are ever curious about whether or not a video of mine is closed caption, just check the description. It'll be the last sentence. Okay, so the first video series that I'm going to talk about is Vlogmas 2016, which is sort of a more slice of life kind of feel. There's some really fun stuff there. It was very creative. I did it last year when I was feeling kind of down because I needed to get out of a creative rut, and that sort of spurred on me thinking a little bit more concretely about my channel and about what I wanted to say and what I wanted to do in the face of the dumpster fire that was 2016 and the way that we were headed into 2017, which brought about Untapped Inkwell's Self-Care Survival Guide, which I have already talked about a little bit. I'm very proud of that, and I love it a lot. The other 2 series that I have are the Months of the Year series, wherein I write a letter to each month and showcase that letter with footage that I have taken throughout that month. That series ran from July 2015 to June 2016, and there's some really fun stuff, including VidCon 2016, in those videos. So that's a fun thing. And finally, the last video series that I have on my channel is called A Harbor Full of Ships, or Real Talk Relationships, because I care a lot about healthy relationships, and healthy relationships are not a thing that we, like, as a society or a world, do a good job of talking about and really confronting directly. So my video series talks a little bit about some of the unhealthy behaviors, how to recognize them in your relationships, how to deal with them and confront them in your relationships, and sort of what healthier practices might be. And that is an ongoing series. I have no idea how long it's going to be, maybe forever, because I feel very strongly about this point. As for the rest of the content that you can see on my channel, I do a mixture of book reviews and game reviews and just things that I am interested in and really want to talk about. I try to upload at least once a month, and when I am feeling more creatively inspired, that upload schedule is closer to about once a week, and I usually upload on Fridays. So that is, in essence, the introduction to me and my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in comments. I will either make another video or answer them just directly. And if you decide after perusing my playlists or a few months that you would only like to see me in Vlogbrothers comments, that's totally okay. And until then, or if you want to stay forever, I really hope you enjoy your stay. Until next time, read more books, play more games, and don't forget to be awesome. Bye, YouTube!